guys? Welcome to my last park that spanned this Tennessee, Florida, and now Georgia theme park road trip, sort of. We're at Six Flags Over Georgia right now. The parking lot is absolutely empty. It's drizzling right now, so it's gonna be a wet one today, but there's nobody here, so looking forward to this. You sort of have to walk like all the way around here to the entrance. Like I'm curious as to why there's not a shuttle now, knowing Six Flags is probably be like a pay-to-use shuttle, but still. All right, so my phone tells me I've only got approximately like 21 minutes of vlogging left on this storage, my phone. But here's Goliath, the stand-up. You see Twisted Cyclone faintly in the back, so let's do this. Very excited to try this hyper. Look at this. This is the outside of the park. The park is over here, but it is completely almost the outside of the park. There's this helix over there past the trees that I'm really looking forward to, because I love Nitro just because of that helix. So I'm still walking towards the entrance. Oh, there's people up there in the station, so I think we're gonna maybe go to Goliath first, because I feel like the general public would go to there instead of Twisted Cyclone. So probably gonna do Twisted Cyclone second. There's that helix. Looks absolutely promising. A little bit of change of game plan. I'm a little bit too thirsty for Twisted Cyclone. I was getting waved at by the characters over there, but we're gonna go check that out first, actually, I think. See if that's open at all. All right, so as we can see from over here, it is closed. Now I'm gonna see if it's for rain, or we'll see what's happening. So Twisted Cyclone is down for maintenance, which honestly, they say Steel Vengeance is down for maintenance when it's still doing its opening procedures. So we'll see how that plans out, but I think we're gonna go do Goliath now, which is what we wanted to do first anyways. Just hope that I can make my way over to the entrance. All right, we've made our way to Goliath. I think we're gonna go try to get a front row ride because we're the only people in the park. Everybody stopped at the stand-up or Daredevil dive, so I think I'm gonna hit those up as I'm going back towards Twisted Cyclone. So here we go. Did 3 rides on Goliath, once in the front, twice in the back, without leaving the station because they do not have a re-ride policy. Now, I'm gonna be honest, that helix is not Nitro's. I do prefer Nitro's helix, I think, a lot more than that. It is intense, to say the least, though. The airtime, what really shocked me about this ride is the return trip. Most of the times on the B&M Hypers, the return trip hills aren't as good as the first couple, but these return trip hills were probably my favorite part. In fact, there's been few rides that like my shirt lifts off the back to where like my back just rubs against the back of the chair. And this was one of those rides. It is over water. I love the uniqueness. There's a slight rattle. It's not the smoothest, but I do love this ride. Is it the #1 hyper? I really don't know, and I hate that I have to answer questions like that, but I think we're gonna go to Daredevil dive. Twisted Cyclone seem to be testing at least. It looks like it's on one train, so I don't know, but we think we're gonna slowly make our way back to that section of the park. This train is still half empty, you're gonna see. So for my third and final ride, I was just sitting in the back and I was like, please, some people come on, so I can try it with like a full car, and a lot of people came, so that's really good. But I think we're gonna go do Daredevil dive now. All right, so I'm making my way over to Daredevil dive, and this ride looks interesting, I guess, to say the least. Definitely looks like one of the steepest drops I will have been on. Very excited for this. We're gonna see how this does. I don't know, it's not every day that I get to do a sort of type of ride like this. I guess the only thing close to this would be Mystery Mine at Dollywood that I've done so far on the trip, but let's check this out. I do love me a good vertical lift, so see how this does. Well, that was, you see this dude just ran by me. Interesting, I guess, to say the least. There's some really good hang time on that last inversion. This was underhyped, honestly. I quite enjoyed this ride. I thought it was very good. I was sat in the back, so I watched the lift mechanism. I love vertical lifts because every single one of them feels like you're more than vertical. So this was a good ride. I quite enjoyed this. We're gonna go down to Batman and the Schwarzkopf and then head back up to Twisted Cyclone, because that's the main thing I'm looking forward to. Look at this. Absolutely love vertical lifts. And an interesting ride layout. I really enjoyed this ride a lot more than I thought I would. Many people would get mad if I said this, but honestly, that ride is like a Fahrenheit, sort of, with the vertical lift and almost like the type of inversions that follow after. I really quite enjoyed that, and I loved Fahrenheit. We're heading over here to Batman and the Schwarzkopf. Can't wait to do these. Of course, this probably isn't gonna beat Montu, which is like literally my number. I'm not gonna spoil. that, but gonna come over here and do these. Probably skip this Larson Super Loop. It's not a credit, so I'm not too worried about it, but here we go. Oh, I think Pandemonium, I don't know where that is. This park is just so big. There's just so many areas, and I hope there's not one area that gets way super crowded, way more crowded than the others, so we're gonna do whichever ride is first. Let's go. All right, I thought this ride was called Mindbender, but I just didn't want to say it and, you know, be wrong. So this is the first entrance here. Gonna run, see if I can hitch a ride on this train, because it looks like they might be only running one train on it, so. Oh boy, oh, I have to go all the way to the Six Flags. So I am the only one in line right now, so I might as well do the front, I guess. I just missed the train. Actually, I was here for it, but they didn't let me in, so I'm just gonna have to wait. So I might as well do the front. All right, Mindbender. It did have the intensity I wanted from it. Also, a couple good, you know, surprising pops of airtime. And of course, the loops were intense, and a few of the turns were intense. So I really like this ride. I'm gonna go do Batman now, I think. Here we go, look at this. You gotta give Six Flags the credit where it is due. These Batman queues are extensive. I mean, look at this fountain. There goes that. But look at this. Beautiful queues, like something you'd find in SeaWorld or something. Except, you know, it's long and it's making me angry, but okay, good. At least I think they are running 2 train ops on this. I was afraid they're only doing 1. As the train goes up the lift behind that tree that you can't see at all. There we go. But we're gonna make our way around this, hopefully try to do it in maybe the front and the back. These are known for their intensity, so. Jeez, am I supposed to? Okay, this is one of the weirdest queues I've ever been in, I think, but I've done 2 other Batmans, so this will be my 3rd one, the Magic Mountain and the Great Adventure one. But so this must be that tunnel that they all have that dies, that sucks in the heat. But look at this. Oh, what a chance for an off-ride shot if I've ever seen one. So after a front row and a row 7 ride on this, where I didn't have to leave the station, thank the Lord, and rewalk that entire queue. It's no Montu, but what I can say is that it is definitely intense. I cannot lie and say it's not intense. Oh, I thought that was gonna come out the other way. So I think we're gonna head towards the B&M stand-up and then back towards Twisted Cyclone. Definitely intense. Felt pretty smooth to me. No rattle complaint on this one. But people say, you know, the Batman clones have a rattle, but I'm not too sure. Parking lot, which is right next to Batman. I'm just gonna get this in the shot. This looks like one of the most detailed Batman cars I've seen at my Six Flags, but the parking lot, which is right next to Batman, is still very, very empty. So the rain that is now non-existent seems to have scared everybody away. Something else I want to give this park credit for, their operations are amazing. Literally every single ride I've been on, even the re-rides, there's been at least 1 train of Goliath going, so. And just in general, they are very good at dispatching rides. Here's a super loop that I don't feel like doing, but I will go do their free spin because it's one of the giant ones that I haven't done yet, so. But we're gonna head back towards the stand-up and Twisted Cyclone. It wouldn't be a Six Flags without an uphill section, but this park is huge. Why do people not talk about this park enough? There's so many rides here that when I go on the tops of the chain list, I'm like, oh, I forgot that ride was here. I have so much to do, so I better get moving. Before I get on the stand-up, I just want to say I've done Mantis, Riddler's Revenge, and Green Lantern. Apparently this is one of the best ones. They're only running 1 train, which sucks, but I think I'm just gonna wait for the back, do it once, and, you know, say I did it. See how this goes. Look at this, Twisted Cyclone appears to be open. That's where we're going next. Excited for that. Line for the back row over here. Only 1 train though, so I'm gonna have to wait, but can't wait for Twisted Cyclone. This is one of those return hills that I said is like weirdly good. Still been waiting for the same train to dispatch, so the first bad operations of the day, I guess. But Twisted Cyclone, excited. That was good. There's a few places of airtime on there. Like, I was wondering, because OVC said that there were, and I got airtime on those spots, so that's very good. They're only running one train, but I'm not gonna say it's my favorite stand-up. It's because I like Riddler's so much because it was long. I don't know. I've gotten used to the, you know, the stand-up pain, if you will, we're during the intense portions. So, but this is definitely an intense ride. You do get that pain, so I'm not sure, you know, how many people would like that, but I did like that. It was smooth. I'm meaning to get this shot the entire time I'm here, but I thought it was smooth and, you know, a good stand. I'm gonna say it's my second favorite. So let's go ahead towards Twisted Cyclone. All right, here we go towards Twisted Cyclone. Coaster Fanatics, the airtime on this bent his phone. So I'm very excited to this. Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to me. But, oh, there's a stairway. Hopefully they're not running one train like it looks like, but we'll see. All right, just walked up to the back row. Look at this. Nobody came to the back, so I'm gonna skip a couple trains here and get on the back. That's awesome. Wow, that looks amazing. Alright, so I just come off of my first ride on Twisted Cyclone, and my review is gonna be the same thing I just put on my Instagram story. And like, I wanna love it so much more. If I had to, you know, describe it, I would say it's literally just like, imagine the part after the mid-course on Steel Vengeance. See it going behind me, if I can twist the right way, but yeah, I don't know. I thought there'd be a lot more. I mean, the way, I was in the back too, so I thought the wave turn for sure would be a little bit better, but that wave turn was really disappointing. As a matter of fact, like, I would take Steel Vengeances over that. I was expecting that to be my favorite wave turn over Lightning Rod and Steel Vengeances, but I don't know. I think I'll come back and try it in the front. Just bit my tongue, ouch. They were only running one train and the line was like to the steps, and there was like 3 cars for each row wait in the station, so I think we'll come back to that. We're gonna head towards the back of the park now to Blue Hawk, I believe, and Pandemonium, so here we go. And I'm not sure where I am right now, but I was told I can get to Superman, which I forgot this park even had, like things like that. This park just has so much. I just did Manta the other day and it was very good, so. It's been a while since I've done a Superman clone, actually since Six Flags Great Adventure, probably like 4 years ago or something, so we're gonna do that, and then hopefully, if I just go down the path that way, Blue Hawk will be there, as well as Pandemonium. So just a very spread out park. So let's go do this. I'm not sure what the deal with this is, if the ride's closed or just closed right now, or it looks terrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Six Flags. This whole thing looks terrible. There's leaves everywhere, it's rotting, rusty. Like, if somebody can let me know what this is in the comments and what's happening to it, that'd be useful, but I'm not sure what to say. They have a Justice League here, like I didn't know that. So I think I'm gonna try that if I can, because I've never done a Justice League before. I'm gonna go do Superman, look at this. Love pretzel loops, but I didn't even know that, like, wow. As well as another wooden coaster over here. Okay, oh, there is Blue Fire down there. Okay, maybe it'd be nice if I could access all of those from over here, but just so much that I didn't. I'm excited, honestly, just because there's so much here. Like, I've never been like, I want to go to Six Flags over Georgia, even once Twisted Cyclone came out, but there's so much here. It's absolutely amazing. It's safe for me to guess 1 train ops on this. I don't think there's anybody, you know, back in this section of the park, but look at this, there's a tunnel, and I don't know how many Superman clones have the tunnels, so if I had to guess, I mean, this must be like one of the better ones, but I don't know. 1 train ops, I'm gonna do the back because Manta's pretzel loop, Jesus, in the back was absolutely insane, so see how this one does. There we go. I really thought I was about to be proved wrong when I saw that there's a dual station, but they're not using the other side. The train's just sitting there for no reason, so still gonna do the back. It's awesome. right, so that was interesting in the back, smooth. And I would be lying if I said that wasn't the fastest lift on a fly coaster that I've ever been. I don't know why, but that's always what I notice. Very smooth. I think I already said that. It's just, it's not as smooth as Manta in the terms of like when the pistons pull you up. Like on this one, you literally smack the back. Like you're slowly moving, then you just smack the back plate. It is like whoa. So Manta didn't have that, but that was good. I like Manta more. Obviously, there's more inversions and there's airtime on those inversions because it's a flying coaster. But this was still fun. Getting pulled into that pretzel loop was amazing. Honestly, I love it. Probably one of my favorite elements on a coaster. But I think I'm gonna go try Justice League because I've never done one before. So Justice League just went down. I saw everybody leaving and I asked. I said it went down, so that's really unfortunate. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get back and do that. But we're gonna head over here towards American Thunder. At least I hope the entrance to this is over here. I don't know how to get to Blue Hawk or Pandemonium, but hopefully we'll find our way when that time comes. Made a mistake. Oh, they're running 2 trains on this at least, so that's good. And went to Blue Hawk on accident, so let's go ahead and knock this one out, I guess. Instead of Great American... I'm sorry, I hope I didn't call that American Thunder, Great American Scream Machine. But here we are at Blue Hawk. Ooh, 2 trains, love that. Hot slide rebigs in there, and I was enjoying it. It's like, let's put 2 stops. I don't know, but not sure what to expect from Blue Hawk. Just saw my mom and sister on the train in front of me. I think we're gonna do the front, so. That was interesting, but that's really all I can say about that. The one good thing, I'll give it the restraints. They definitely help this ride. I definitely think they should put those on every other ride, but I think we're gonna go try to do the front of this wooden ride over here, so let's go do that. Right, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't one of the roughest coasters I've ever been on. I would compare it to Mean Streak before they did Steel Vengeance. It was very rough. There's a few airtime moments, but I would say it's still just almost unbearably rough. There's some nice retrack sections where you can actually enjoy the ride, but we did it in the front and it was still pretty rough. It's also a pretty abrupt stop at the end, but I don't know, it was interesting, a fun little ride. I wouldn't even probably put Blue Streak above it, but it was fun, I guess. All right, now that this ride's not broken down anymore, which honestly, not sure what the problem could have been, I think I'm gonna try my first Justice League. Now I've seen everybody get scores of like 200,000. I'm probably not even gonna break 100,000, but we'll see how this does. All right, that was a fun little ride. 107,000, 67,000. I walked over to do Twisted Cyclone again into the beautiful sight of them putting on the second train. The other one's black, this one's red. It's really nice. And then I think it comes over here. Not too.
So big for the camera, you guys enjoy your ride.
starting to rain. We were broken down on this ride for a long time. Broke down on Twisted Cyclone. We sat on the brake run for like 20 minutes. It started raining, so I think I'm gonna try to do it again because there's no line now because they shut it down and they're on 2-train operations still. Are they sending, is there people in that train? They're testing that train, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Really, I've never had to do this, but I really want everybody to pay attention. This is really serious. Oftentimes we come to parks, we have fun. The workers, they might be a little miserable, but it's not much to notice. But here, the supervisor over at Pandemonium, I think that's what it's called, is absolutely on a power trip. I'm gonna tell you guys a story of what just happened. So the ride broke down, and while it broke down, 2 workers were talking about like, hey, would you rather do Mindbender or the Mine Train? Things like that. They were just talking. One out of nowhere, the supervisor pulls one of them aside, curses her out, says the B word so much, literally less than 10 feet from customers, which is absolutely unacceptable. And the other person who was in the conversation, she sends home. She literally tells, I called somebody for you, you're dismissed. And out of everybody on the workers, they are all upset. They are all like, I didn't do anything to get fired. Then these are people who weren't even a part of the original conversation. So this manager is absolutely, I don't want to say on a power trip because that's not technical terms, but I think that this is definitely an HR issue and honestly is unacceptable to send people home. I heard one of the other ones say, we're only gonna have 2 people working. So she's literally sent everybody home and is on a power trip. And the curse in front of customers, that's just not what a manager should do. So sorry to be on the serious note, but that just had to be said. I couldn't let that slide without talking about it. All right, I'm gonna end this vlog with a shot of Twisted Cyclone stuck on the lift after we got off. Well, not stuck, I think it's block testing. I don't know, I'm gonna stand over here. It is raining a little bit. Sorry if it gets on the lens and then the whole thing is watery, but it's been a great day here at Six Flags. I'm not sure what really to do about that whole HR situation, but yeah, Twisted Cyclone was a lot better in the front, I thought. But yeah, that's gonna end. I'm probably gonna do a couple more rides, but I had a little contest on my Instagram, who could guess my top 5 in Florida. And just, there's so many fun things to do that I can do with the Instagram and with the stories and with the stickers and all of that. So be sure to follow my Instagram at TAYT_INSTA. I also announce when all of my videos are coming up on there. So without further ado, I've taken a lot of pictures here, even though there's gray skies, but I'll see you guys in the next video.
Can you catch me now?